What up, everyone? Back with another unboxing. So we got a new one this month. We got the treasure chest by Toywiz. Now this is something I just heard about like a few days ago. Someone told me about it, told me that Toywiz was putting out a box of their own and that I should check it out. So I did. I ordered it and it came like 3 or 4 days later. It's not really a monthly thing, it's just a one-off box. But I checked out Toywiz's site and they got a lot of stuff I like. Like, they do hero clicks, they do like statues, they do all kinds of stuff. So they really have good products. So I thought I'd try it out. And they have two types of box. They have a $20 box and a $50 box. And they do promise double the value. So whatever you get, they promise twice as much. Like the 20 I think has 50 and the 50 has 100. So I tried it out. I figured why not? I'm always off for a one-off box. I'm usually more hesitant around like a monthly subscription because you're tied in for a while. But I like to do one-off boxes, and I like to do the more expensive one. That way I can just see everything they have to offer and make my decision that way. It's always harder with the cheaper boxes to make like a definitive decision on how good the company is. But anyway, so Toywiz treasure chest box. So let's just jump right in. Now, one thing was abundantly clear when I got this. This is definitely geared towards kids. So some boxes, and most of them are geared towards adults, and most people that watch my videos are adults. A lot of them are kids too, but it's mostly geared towards adults. Most of the boxes are, and that's kind of how it is. So since this is geared towards kids, some adults have gotten it and they were pretty disappointed by it. So that they were just disappointed. Now, it's not that it was a bad box or anything, it's just that they were expecting adult stuff and didn't get that. So, understandable why they might be a little upset. The other thing, we'll start going into items in this box. So I got it, and I was expecting a bunch of toys. I didn't know what to expect. I gave them a little description, like they had a little comment thing when you made the order of things that I was just interested in, like a few quick things. They didn't listen to it at all, so I was like, whatever. But here's part of the problem. So, I got some toys here, but a lot of them came in Ziploc bags. So, meaning that they were actually used toys. Which I was really pissed off about when I first got it, because I was like, what the hell, they're going to pawn a bunch of used toys off on me? And then after I did some research, I actually was pretty okay with it. So, I checked out their website, and they have a lot of things they sell are used toys on there. It's not used as in like bad condition or anything, it's just refurbished. So I'm not sure how their company works entirely. They do have products that they put out themselves, but they mostly buy from other people and sell it. So it's almost like a comic shop in that sense. Like they have packaged things, but they also would buy used ones and then resell them. So that's just something they do. So I didn't know that before ordering it, and that might have affected my choice. They didn't mention anything about that, and I didn't know. So when I first opened the box, it was a little off-putting, but then I did the research and found out, well, I guess it does make sense. So that's something that everyone needs to know before you buy from them, that you are going to get some new but also some used stuff. So you need to be okay with that. The good news is, they did put it in bags. It was just Ziploc bags, like who gives a shit about that. But it was all in really good condition. So it's not just used, it's refurbished. So they actually take them, they clean them, so they're not just sending you junk they got from like a garage sale. It's actually still good product. So it's like you just took it out of the box. Which I'm pretty okay with most of the time, because as you can see, like, most of my stuff's out of the package anyway, and it's not like any of these things were very valuable, at least most of them weren't. So at the end of the day, I thought about it, and it's okay if it's out of the box. It's not that big a deal, and a lot of them didn't matter. But we'll get into that as we go along. So let's just start getting into some of the items. So, the first like major item I got was this Angry Birds doll, and it makes noises. And it drives the puppy wild. And this is nice. Like I said before, like it's definitely geared towards kids. So this is a good quality one. This was new. It came with tags, and it's a nice one. It's a nice quality. It's branded. It talks and stuff. So this would actually go for a decent value. Like if you bought this in like Target and stuff, they really overcharge for these things because this brand is like huge right now. It's such a popular game. But these would go pretty high. Like I could easily see it going for 15, or like a toy store that marks stuff up, it could go as high as like 20 or something like that. Maybe it's not technically worth that. You can get them as cheap as like 10 online, but you know, at least they're like picking things that are like decent quality, and I think any kid would definitely like this. Or if you have like just a little brother or sister or something like that, anyone would like that. So I thought that was a decent choice. One good thing about this box, they did cram it full of a lot of stuff. I don't know if I showed you the full size of it here, but it's a decent sized box. So the first item I showed you before, this was a used one, which didn't really matter because it's not like this is very nice. This is a transformer. I changed it into a plane, but it morphs back into... Arm fell off. It morphs back into like a regular transformer. So again, an action figure. Not something I'm super interested in because I've said before, I like stationary things that are for display and not so much the action figures. But still, that's a cool Transformers toy, and I'm sure anyone would love that. So Transformers. Let's see what else we got. And they packaged it nice. They had nice tissue and stuff. Next, this is the only one that I was like meh about. Like it's a Yu-Gi-Oh card box. I thought it would have had cards in it, but it doesn't. It's just an empty box. It's a carrying case thing to carry some cards. But it's actually pretty good quality though. It's cardboard, but it's like glossy and has some cool pictures on it. So if I was collecting trading cards, like this would be perfect to house them. So again, not geared specifically towards me, but I could easily see some kids going for that, and it'd be nice. All right, what else? We got this, the GX Racers. It's just like a little racing car. You put it on its little launcher, and it's yeah, it's a little tiny car. It's one of the little zip tie ones where you have a little like a zip tie thing. You pull it, and then it races off. So this is totally fun to play with, and it's brand new in the package. There was nothing wrong with it. So yeah, just normal toy store stuff. These look pretty fun. We got these little laser finger things. These are supposed to be for kids, but I've never seen kids use these. I usually see these like at a rave, like adults using these. So I'm not sure how much use kids would have for them, being not on drugs or something like that. But they're for kids. But they're cool though. They're cool little light things. Like they're fun to put on your finger. And these are new too, so that was cool. And then I got these Star Wars fighter pods. This was actually really cool. I like this little thing. The basic idea of these is there's little tiny figures in here, and you put them in a little pod that looks like the Death Star, and then you like kind of play marbles with them almost. But the figures that came with them are really cool. I got a little Stormtrooper and a little Darth Vader without his helmet on. I know you definitely can't see that, they're way too tiny, but yeah, I got a little tiny figures, and they're actually good quality. I really like them, so I'll totally keep these and put these on a shelf. I thought those are pretty cool. And we keep going. On and on. This one was super random. I'm not sure where this is from. This is definitely a cheaper toy. So they have some nice ones and they have some totally cheap ones. No surprise there. It's like a Japanese race car. I'm not sure what it's from. Maybe someone knows if they recognize it. But it doesn't even, the wheels don't even spin. It's just literally for display, which is cool. That's fine. Alright. Moving on. Then we got another airplane, and this is just a solid figure. Its propeller moves. It says vitamin mulch on it, so I feel like this was like to promote some kind of vitamin drink or something like that. But yeah, there's a little tiny airplane. So there's that. And then we got an action figure. This is from the Secret Saturdays. I'm not sure what that is. I've actually never heard of it. I'm assuming it's some kind of Saturday morning cartoon. It says Cartoon Network on there, so I'm guessing it's from Cartoon Network. And this is a pretty cool little action figure. Obviously, I'm guessing this is from a series that wasn't very popular. It didn't sell well. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't be in the box. Like, obviously, you realize that these companies are putting in any products that didn't sell very well for them. So there's an action figure. And it would be easy to resell because it's brand new. Keep going. And then we actually got a lot of figures, like stationary figures, which I do like. So we got a little Sonic figure, which I like. He's a cool Sonic, and I've seen this at my local comic shop for at least a couple bucks. So that's good. Good size, good quality. And then we got a few Pokemon ones. And these are bigger figures, but they're still stationary. Put his tail on. So we got a Pikachu. Nice. And then we got Electabuzz. So I like these because they're not action figures. I like them because they're just stationary figures, which is what I like. That's cool. And then we got the bird. I'm trying to remember his name. I want to say Staraptor. Something like that. Something similar to that. So there's another Pokemon figure. Then, let's see what else we got. Got another Sonic figure. Metal Sonic. Just like the normal Sonic. And this is actually a really cool figure. Again, stationary. And it stands on its own. And it's actually glossy. Looks like metal. So I actually thought this was a pretty cool little figure. I'm totally going to keep him. Cool. And then some more random stuff. Here's a keychain. That's get it open. There's a keychain. You build it together and it's a lightsaber and it lights up. Get it to work. So it's hard to see because I got all the camera lights on, but so yeah, I have all the camera lights on so you can't see, but it's a lightsaber. Lights up, and it's a little keychain. So there you go, that's cool. And then I got a little ring, one of the Green Lantern rings. The white one, the White Lantern ring. So that's cool. I know a lot of people who like those. Keeping going. Got a little HeroClix figure. Looks like it was from a mutant series. This looks like the Hulk. I'm seeing these more recently at like Target and stuff. They're selling just like packaged older HeroClix figures that I guess they just had like laying around places. This is the Hulk, and you can tell it's one of the older ones by the base. But yeah, cool little HeroClix figure. And there's still more to come. So continuing on with more stuff in the box. Gonna keep it right on going. So we got a Pop figure, because you can't have a box without a Pop figure. And I actually got a Deadpool Pop figure. So surprisingly, I actually didn't have him. I never actually went and bought the original one. I have like color variations, but I don't think I ever got the original. But yeah, there he is. So that's cool. And like I said, it's in very good quality. Usually you see like used things when you buy from other people. There's always like dings and scratches on them. They're usually not packaged well. They bump around the box and there's scratches on them. But this is in perfect condition. Like I don't see a scratch on it. And you can actually tell that they polished it a little bit because there's like a little bit of residue on there. So that's where I was saying it's actually refurbished. They make sure it's good quality. So it's all polished up and things like that, which I appreciate. So, Deadpool Pop. Then next, this one's a much bigger figure, but it's a cool one nonetheless, because these were actually really pricey. So this was like a classic Ninja Turtle series they recently did, and this is from like the 90s movie, and they're very opposable. Like this is Michelangelo, and he has like, you can move the toes, you can move the fingers, you can move the waist, like, so this is actually a high quality figure. There we go. So yeah, it's actually a nice figure, and in the box, like, these go for a decent amount. I think at the comic book store I was at, they were at least 20, if not more. So even when they weren't like rare or anything, they were a good 20 bucks. They were pretty expensive because they were larger and they came with a stand and they have all those appendages and stuff. So this is a nice figure. But on a side note, Toywiz on their website wants like crazy amounts of money for their stuff. Like the amounts they charge for stuff is insane. For this figure, they wanted $50. 50, like, and the same with a lot of these other used ones, like things that aren't in the box, like that you'd think would be just a couple dollars less or something like that. They wanted just crazy prices, like not even like a percentage higher, like double, triple, quadruple the price that it should be. So I don't know where they're getting their prices from, and I don't know how they're going to stay in business charging stuff like that. But a used version of this, I think if the new one was 20, the used one would probably be like 16. So you'd only take a little bit off if it's still in good quality and it's just new out of the box. And again, great quality. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Like, I've bought and used things fresh out of the box on eBay and had more damage, so they actually take the time to polish it and make it look nice, and it had all the weapons in there, so it's good to go. And I think I'll keep this one. I really loved the 90s movie Ninja Turtles. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, so I'm totally keeping this one. Wish it would have been Leonardo, but that's okay. Mikey's still cool. So this is where I mean, like, they had some higher quality stuff in there of higher value, but at the same time you can't help but wish, like, man, I would have been so much happier if this was in the box. Same with all these things. Like, if everything in here was in the box, this would have blew my mind and been an amazing box. But nonetheless, it's still good stuff, even though it's out of the box. But you do have to realize, like, that's them, like, pawning off the stuff that's not selling, like the used stuff. Like, so it kind of comes full circle. Next, yeah, it just keeps going. We got some card packs, just a variety of card packs. So we got some Disney Pixar little trading cards, some Ben 10 trading cards, then some Pokemon for the game. These look cool. Some Card Jitsu. And then we got a bunch from Skylanders. These are little sticker packs. So little packs of cards that are little stickers. And to go along with that, to go along with those sticker packs, it comes with a collectible sticker book. So this is a whole book and it comes with more stickers in there, where you basically just collect them, and each sticker has its own spot and own like picture from the game. So this would be cool to collect if you were a kid. Like, it has a spot to go, it has a purpose, they're all organized, they have cool pictures with them, it shows in-game video play and stuff. Like, that's pretty cool. Again, not specifically geared towards me by any means. Most adults wouldn't do this, but if I was a kid, I would totally love doing this kind of stuff. I thought it'd be great. So good. And at least the cards are in the package. Like, cards is one thing where it needs to be in the package. I would have been bummed if it was just like loose cards. And we're finally at the end. The final thing we got, which is actually pretty cool. We just got a little binder for trading cards, and it actually has sleeves in there, so it has some already in there, so this is just good to go. So as soon as I open that pack of Pokemon cards, I can just put it right in, and it's good quality. It's got like cool pictures on the side. Like, I thought that was very cool. It's a very nice little binder. Again, only if you're collecting cards, which most kids are at some point in their life, but if you're not, then not so much. So that was pretty much it. That was everything in the box. And normally at this time I would do my overall value, or give some value to these items, but I'm actually not going to do that because one, it would just take way too long. Two, I don't think it matters. I think the value of this isn't that relevant for this box, because it's the only one I'm going to get, and it's definitely geared towards someone else, like children, that wouldn't matter about the specific value. But, and a lot of these items, it's very hard to value them. If they were new, I could value them really well. But used, it's just so hard when it's out of the package. When it becomes a used item, it's kind of only what someone will pay for. So I could guess some numbers, but they would be very general. And at the end of it, I have a very general like leeway of like, oh, it could be anywhere in there. So, and it wouldn't really help anyone. So I'm just gonna skip over that, make the video shorter, and just talk about some things. I kind of ran through some basic numbers in my mind. If like a lot of the figures there were only like $5, which is like downplaying it, they probably cost more than that. But even if they were only like $5, like, I think this would be pretty close to 100. I don't think it would be right up there, because I think the company values their stuff higher than it is, which is a big deal. But you definitely got more than you paid for, and it's definitely close to $100 worth of stuff. But again, geared more towards kids. I like the figures they had, the stationary figures, so I'll actually keep some of them, and I'll keep the Michelangelo because I thought he was cool. But the action figures and the like Transformers, I probably won't keep those. I'll give those away to the kids or something like that. So overall about this box, you know, I still thought it was pretty good. Now that I understand about the new use thing, I actually thought it was pretty good. Not a ton of creativity, but for something like this, you wouldn't need it. Honestly, I would give this value of this box probably like a 6 out of 10. So fairly good, because it came with a lot of stuff, a lot of variety. You got good value for your money, but it's just for kids. So if you had a kid's birthday party and you had $50 or $20, like, buy him this box and just have him have a shitload of presents. Like, I think that would be totally worth it. And if there was anything you wanted in there for yourself, like pick it out, like pick through it, or resell it. So you got a decent amount for it. So, and I keep reiterating this, that this isn't so much for nerd culture, this is just more for kids play type of things. So I was hoping the other direction, but kind of knew that this would happen. But it was still fun. You still got a whole lot of stuff. It was still fun to relive some old childhood memories of toys and things like that. So overall, it was a pretty cool box. So that being said, now that you know the guidelines, that it's new and used, it's toys, it's mostly geared towards kids, like now knowing that, if you're still interested, I'd say go for it. The only thing that's going to decide for you whether you should buy it or not is your market, like what you want. If you're a toy collector, go for it. Or if you are just into toys, if you're younger watching this, if you're like under 16 or not even 9 years old and watching this video, you're like, yeah, go check it out, man. Like, it'll be awesome. You'll love it. They have cool stuff. And it's fun to unbox. It's fun to see like all kinds of toys you got. It's like getting a Christmas present. So it's definitely fun. But if you're an adult, probably not. You might get some cool figures you like, but they're not going to be high-end collectibles. It's going to be like smaller things that you would probably find at a toy store, at a Target, or things like that. So anyway, I just wanted to get this box out there and let everyone know about it, because they just started it and I was like one of the first people to buy, and then it came 2 days later. So all the boxes I ordered all came the same time. In like 1 week I got, I think, 13 boxes. So way behind on boxes. But yeah, I hope you liked seeing all the items. Sorry I didn't give you a more specific value. If you're interested in one, hit me up and maybe we can like piece it down. But I just figured it wasn't super relevant. So anyway, that was the unboxing of Toywiz Treasure Chest $50 box. If anyone checks out the $20 box, post a video. Let me know. Let me know if it's any different or if you can request things. But anyway, this has been fun. It's been unboxing with this with you, so what's next? More boxes. I just got a shitload more boxes. One after the other. So, Toywiz, 6 out of 10. Hope you loved it. See you guys soon. Love you all. Peace. Pup. What are you doing, puppy? What are you doing, doggy? Oh my goodness. Oh, just got so many kisses for me. Thank you. Thank you. So many kisses, doggy. Just been waiting and waiting.